Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. This is a late breaking story. This is a late breaking story, and I do have a update on the conditions of infamous Sylvia, YSL blogger, reporters to some, bloggers to other. I do have an update, ladies and gentlemen. Within the last hour, magistrate judge, a magistrate judge in Clayton County granted infamous Sylvia a bond with special conditions. The bond is set at $1,500 per charge, which is a total of $3,000, and with a special condition. Special condition is not to have any contact with her alleged accuser. Now, let's talk about this bond. Let's talk about what actually happened in court today, and let's talk about the significance and how she can get out of this, the bond. She doesn't have to put up a lot. It's 15% of the bond amount. So essentially she has to put up uh with fees and everything about 350, 400, no more than $500. And that $500 would be if there is any concerns with her paperwork. It literally the bond could be posted by credit card. Someone who has residence in Georgia, who has a valid license, valid credit card, obviously, and ties to the community can essentially get online and pay for the bond just like that. Uh, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't think any of it's going to be a problem. The only thing is that because of the paperwork that has to be done, she will probably get out after 5 o'clock today. If they handle their business, whoever's going to post the bond, most of the paperwork can be done relatively quickly. Uh, if you have the things that I just mentioned. Uh, the importance of why we have to those of who are her friends and those who claim to be her friends that are content creators. This is a very delicate situation, and I'll tell you why. I've learned from just being on YouTube for the time I've been on YouTube that people like to create content because that person is a trending topic. Nothing wrong with that. But it's if you engage in things that can be perceived as acting on her behalf while intimidating someone else, that may be a problem, could pose a problem for her. So all I'm saying is create your content. Just don't do anything to antagonize individuals uh in the that can come back and fall back on her. That's all I'm saying. I'm just gonna plant that seed right there. Those who understand what I'm saying, they understand what I'm saying. But what I'm saying right now is just create your content. Find a different topic. Nothing that will come across as antagonizing to anyone. We see that a lot of people that do very toxic stuff online, and I'm not calling any particular name out, but if you really are concerned about her maintaining her freedom, then don't do anything that would uh what's the word I want to use? Agitate the situation. Don't do anything to agitate the situation. Find different content, find other stories to talk about. Find other stories to talk about. There's a lot of content out. Just find other stories to talk about. This is my last update as it relates to infamous Sylvia. She'll be home. I'm guessing sometime today. And she has to get back on her grizzly grind, so to speak. That's what we talk about when we in New York. We get on that grizzly grind, get back to work, and keep doing what we're doing. Let me just tell you what happened in the hearing today. Attorney the YSL attorney, Justin Hill, made an appearance via Zoom. He petitioned the judge to let her sign a signature bond because of her ties to the community, her being a member of the media. The judge essentially shot that down. He said that while he reviews all the cases early on before the hearing starts, her case wasn't one of the cases that he would have considered for his signature bond. And I can only deduct from that is that because of the stalking allegation, those things are taken a little more serious than, say, for example, a disorderly conduct or a shoplifting for that matter. But with that said, it's still a very small bond. It's a very small bond. She should have no problem, you know, paying that, uh, or whoever else decides they want to pay the bond for her. So, with that said, let's focus more on let's just other content. And I'm covering a big story, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about that. A judge has called me to their chambers. Well, not so much to their chambers, but to a particular courtroom. And I won't talk about that until I'm actually there and cameras are running. It's not a YSL trial, but it's another case that I've been watching that has essentially came to light, and it's is now in the trial stage part. So I'll be covering that case. I'll be talking between other cases. There's supposed to be a hearing scheduled to Friday in the Fulton County Superior Court as it relates to District Attorney Fonnie Willis and Nathan Wade. Supposed to be some in-camera uh, evidence looked at, and the judge has to decide whether or not that evidence that's being shown is significant to the case and whether or not it's admissible. And what other case I'm working on? Well, the other case I can't talk about just yet. I'll wait. That one I'm going to wait until I announce it. Let me read the comments real quickly. Okay, so the gig is up. Someone already blew my spot up. So yes, I will be covering Nature Boy's case on Algerio Bishop. I hope I'm not jacking his name up, but I will be covering Nature Boy's case. I had been asked to cover that case last year by a YouTuber that's out in California because she's been doing a lot on that case. So yes, I will be covering Nature Boy's case. They're doing voir dire today. It commits today, and there will only be one camera in the courtroom shooting video, and then one shooting stills. I'm the stills guy, and maybe some video as well. But we'll see how that plays out. So yes, I will be covering Nature Boy's trial. The jury selection just started, and so they're doing voir dire, and let's see how that plays out. Yeah, yeah, Algerio. I had to look at my rule. Was Algerio Bishop? But yes, that case is interesting because of the interesting dynamics of it. It's because it's a essay type of case. Some things may not be able to be. I had to look at the judge's order as it relates to certain things, but that's an interesting case, and he's not been bonded out, and he's in this case is out of DeKalb County, Georgia. Interesting county, interesting county, because they do things a little different than Fulton County. Actually, a lot different than Fulton County. Uh, and we'll talk about that later on, but it's an interesting county to cover cases. They don't get all the media exposure that Fulton County get, but they did have a very high profile case involving a hit on a sheriff by another sheriff. I don't know if anyone remember that case, but it was a sheriff in that county that was accused of trying to put a hit out on his opponent. Got caught, and I don't know if many people remember that case, but there was a very interesting case, and that's when they had. Let's see, did you got it? Sydney Dorsey. That's right. You remember that case? Oh my goodness, I got some OGs in the building. That was a very interesting case, and it was probably one of the biggest cases coming out of DeKalb County. Uh, and because he was a well liked sheriff, and the saying, if you can't beat him, kill him. I never said that. That's what he must have believed. But yeah, he's still serving time. So I want to say it was Sheriff Brown, if I'm correct. Anyone correct me on that? And I'm not looking at any notes. So I believe it was a Sheriff Brown who was the person that was the target of the alleged hit. Okay, so you guys are Google. See, Listen, the OG still got, still remember some details. I mean, it was Trevor Brown, but this was many years ago. Okay, here's the other clue. What year was it? Okay, since you're on the roll right now, what year was it? Let's see. I just let's see. Oh, let's see. Joe and Brown. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Listen. That's an old case, man. That's one of the oldest cases. Not it's not as old as OJ Simpson, but it's one of the older cases I covered. Um, I think the oldest case I covered was it was either Tupac on trial or it was another shooting in New York involving some corrupt police officers trying to uh, kill a drug dealer, Larry Davis. I don't know if anyone remember Larry Davis, but that's another old case I covered. But that's probably one of the oldest cases. I don't know if it's OJ or Larry Davis, but those are some of the high profile cases I covered. And this one here was interesting. This particular one was interesting because I don't ever remember a time where a sheriff was accused of trying to kill his opponent. Um, Politics is a dirty game, but that was real dirty. Let's see here. I'm gonna read a few comments. I have a lot of paperwork to do today. This is tax time as well, so I'm pulling all those 1099s together, man. We got to, this is tax time. This is crunch time. So I got a lot of paperwork to do today, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on infamous Sylvia's situation. She did appear at a bond hearing. She appeared to be okay. She didn't say thank you to the judge. She just walked off. Hey Sylvia, what are you doing? Say thank you to the judge now. Well, that may be Sylvia's style. He granted her a low bond, as he said. He said, "I'm gonna grant her a low bond based on her her background." Uh, it could have been. I've seen people get for those charges. I've seen people get $3,000-4,000 bond just for one charge. So he gave it a $1,500 bond. Uh, but her lawyer wanted $1,500 bond for both charges, and the judge said, "No, we're going to give you a $1,500 bond per charge." So and again, those are low bonds, and it might as well be a signature bond because the fees are not high either. $500. It's probably someone trying to reach me that knows I'm on live, but we'll give them a call back. Hold on one second. I think that might be the judge. Calm down. Yes, well, yes. More information. Can you hear me? Hold on one second. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. One second, please. I must mute this. Guys, I'm sorry. I do apologize. This is quite unorthodox, but it is a judge calling, and I have to take this call. I have to take this call. I do apologize. Should I end the live? It's going to take 2 more minutes. They got me on hold. They got me on hold. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. Please don't judge me. I'll edit that out. I promise. But that's real time. I usually turn my phone off, but I was waiting for a very important call, and that was the call. So with that said, I have to leave this live, and I had to get to a county quickly. Listen, hey, listen. Call me ghetto if you want, but I gotta still handle my business. Listen, this is real time. This is not CNN. This is not Fox News. This is the Hip Hop Inquirer, where we do it my way. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you. I really do. You got the information. You got it. You got the information. Well, hold on. I got to give you some more information. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me give you some more information real quick here. I'll just recap. If you're one of those individuals that's interested in paying her bond, these are the requirements: government issue ID, proof of income, pay stub or bank statement, proof of residence, a bill, your car registration, your car title. They want to make sure that if she runs, they can come get your assets. She ain't running for that, but that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. But I got to run. I really do. I appreciate you. I'll read the comments later, but at this point in time, we got to end this. My ghetto show. Appreciate you. I really do, everybody. I really do appreciate you. I really do. Let me just take it out of here real quickly with a little music.
You see too much when you see your mama cry. Every tear that fell caught a homicide. And it ain't too many angels in the place that I'm from, but they'll put a halo on anybody, Lord. Not too many I can say that got me, Lord. Even when I go astray, I'm still your son. Even on the cloudy
See, I came from the bottom where niggas don't make it out it. Why I seen niggas fall like cold leaves in the autumn. When you gotta go to prison before you see a shahada. Seen Route 64 with bows in the Armada. Always been one step away my whole life. Been some long nights, just roll the dice. I'm betting on myself just to reach these heights. It's generational wealth. Success from hands that was dealt, and freedom from mental health. Just another notch on the belt, cause I came from it. I'm talking dirty trap with 100 packs, I was made from it. I'm talking streets to kill you dead, go get a trade or something. Seen a lot of lives lost to this game for nothing. Mama said I'm from the gang, but you ain't claiming nothing. Go to school, go read a book, go play the game or something. But shit, your focus start to change when your stomach touching. I guess it is what it is. We can't go back to them days we was kids, so let me live it.
You see too much when you see your mama cry. Every tear that fell caught a homicide. And it ain't too many